In this video, we're going to review moving from standard form notation into expanded form notation. Now, when we write a number in expanded form, what we're doing is we're taking the number apart and we're recording the values for each of the place value digits as a separate number and connecting them together with addition signs. To do this, we're going to start with the leftmost digit in our standard form number, that is the digit with the highest place value. In this case, we have a 5 as our largest place value digit. Now we really need to be familiar with and have committed to memory the labels for our place value columns, as you'll notice here in the chart I've provided for you. And when we look at our 5, we see that that 5 is in the hundred thousands column. So 5 in the hundred thousands gives us 500,000. Now another way to check that we're recording the correct value is to look back at our standard form number here. And we'll notice that after the 5 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. Well, when I look at the number I've recorded in my expanded form notation, I'll see I have a 5 as my first digit. And then in place of those digits to the right of the 5, I have zeros. And I have the same number of zeros as I do digits in my standard form numbers. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. So we're going to go ahead and move over to the next number in our standard form. And we'll see that we have a 3 there. And that 3 is in the 10,000s. Well, 3 in the 10,000s gives me 30,000. Notice that I've connected these two numbers together with an addition sign. And also that to the right of my 3 in my standard form notation I have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. And in my expanded form notation to the right of my 3 I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So we're going to go ahead and move over to the thousands column. Just underline that for you there. I have a 6 in the thousands column. 6 thousands gives me 6,000, again connected by an addition sign. And again, the same number of digits to the right of my 6, my standard form notation, 1, 2, 3, as in my expanded form notation, 1, 2, 3 zeros. Now I'll go back to my standard form number and move over place value columns to the 2, which is in the hundreds column. 2 hundreds gives me 200, again connected by an addition sign. Move over to my next place value. I have a 9 in the tens column. 9 tens is 90. And lastly, I move over to my ones. I have 7 ones, and that is worth 7. All of them connected by addition signs. Let's go ahead and scroll down and look at example number 2. Now the only difference here is that some of our place value columns in our standard form number have zeros. That shouldn't cause us any problem, however, and let's see how this works in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and start with the leftmost digit in our standard form number, that is the digit with the highest place value. In this case it's a 3, and if I need to I refer to my place value labels and I see that the 3 is in the hundred thousands column. And so 3 in the hundred thousands gives me 300,000. Go ahead and write that number. And I can double check that I've written the correct number when I notice that in my standard form number I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits to the right of my 3. And in my expanded form notation I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Now I just need to go ahead and move over to the next place value. And I notice that I have a 0 in the 10,000s. Well, when we're writing an expanded form, we don't need to include any digits that in our standard form number that has zeros in them. We're just going to leave them. So in this case, I'm just going to move over to my next place value. I notice that I have a 6, and that's in the thousands column. 6 thousands gives me 6,000. Again, notice that it's connected by an addition sign. Moving over to my next place value, I have a 5, and that 5 is in the hundreds column. 5 hundreds gives me 500. And now I move over to my tens, and again I find that I have a 0, so there is no value to record there. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip over that, move over to my last column in the ones, and I have a 1 in the ones, gives me 1. And there you have your expanded form notation.